I am the Toasty Gamer. This time, it's gonna be a little more relaxed when I play Fallout. It's gonna be role-playing, actually. Now, I'm pretty new to role-playing. I actually just joined a tabletop RPG group, I think 2 months ago. So I'm not great. I'm hoping this actually get me better at it, but I'm gonna be role-playing as Albert. I have beaten the game as Albert, but you know, it was just like I played on my other Let's Plays when I knew everything and I just ran through it. But let me analyze his biography a little bit. He's charismatic leader of the Vault group that wants to leave and go live in the outside world. So yeah, he doesn't like being cooped up, I guess. So yeah, he's able to communicate efficiently. And he's also the closest thing to his profession, his professed occupation is closest to what was once known as a lawyer. So, you know, he's gonna be a good guy. He's gonna be doing what he can to help people. He's not gonna be like Darky and annihilate everybody he sees. But he's also gonna put prioritize. He's gonna put the needs of the Vault over everybody else. He's also able to convince others that he's correct. Okay, yeah, that's pretty obvious if he's a lawyer. Yeah, he's got pretty good stats. Only has 7 action points though, so 9 charisma. It's decent for a diplomatic character. Alright, so just let me get into role a little bit. I'm still gonna be talking about him in the third person, because I think it's a little weird for me to be like, oh, I'm Albert. No, but I'm definitely gonna be role playing a lot. So he's a lawyer. No, this is only 2 paragraphs. This doesn't give us backstory or anything. So a lot of the holes that we have, I think I'm just gonna fill in with bits of my personality. But the basis is that he's a diplomat. He's a lawyer, and he wants to. Although he doesn't agree with the overseer wants everybody to stay inside the vault for Actually, there's a pretty good story behind that. It's actually the Vault experiment of Vault 13 is that the door has to stay closed for 200 years, and then it'll open to test the effects of isolation, I think. That's why the Overseer doesn't want anybody to leave. And it's also why he, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's also why he does what he does at the end of the game. Okay, so he's a diplomat and wants to please the Overseer even though he doesn't agree with him, and everything else I guess we'll figure out as we experience stuff. So I'm gonna skip the cutscene because I have fraps. I've already described it twice. So okay, we're we're here in the Vault 13 cave again. The Overseer has just given Albert his mission to go find the water chip within 150 days. So let's see. Yeah, Albert, 27, 28 HP, skilled. So we're only going to get 5 perks throughout this whole game, but we do have a lot of decent skills already from the start. So Albert, I think he's gonna look in his pack just to check to see what he has. Alright, he has a pistol, a knife. Don't think Albert is really comfortable using a knife. Don't think he really wants to get blood on him or anything. But he is, he's trained in firearms. So I think he's just gonna stick with the pistol. I think seeing these rats in front of him, I think he feels more comfortable with the pistol in his hand. And the flares also. I think he's gonna light up a flare and just toss it out there. I guess over here. Alright, lighting it up. Even though he is an explorer, yeah, as you can see, I turned off the auto run. I wanted to feel a little bit more natural and relaxed. Alright, he's not going to be running around killing all of the rats, but he does kind of want to get a feel for the cave. If he ever wants to lead his group out into the vault, I think it would pay off to know as much about his surroundings as possible. Alright, so he can see in here. He doesn't need to run in there and kill the rats. But if they attack him, he's gonna kill them. Oh yeah, that's really refreshing. I'm actually able to make targeted attacks now. Because I pick fast shot all the time. Yeah, so if the rats don't jump at him, he's not gonna kill them. Might as well use a targeted attack so I have extra action points left over anyway. I think he's gonna aim for the head. And he misses. And oh, 1 second. Let's get. I think he wants to get closer. Pressing the gun right up to his head, and he hits it. Only for 6 points though. Alright, let's reload. Now he can see a lot of rats in here. I think he wants to be kind of cautious. Okay, yeah, he sees a large amount of rat feces. He sees and bones. Alright, I think he's taking note to clear out this area later on, if he ever wants to move out here. Also, I want you to know that Albert is nobody's left the vault for 200 years except for this guy. I think his name is Larry. Yeah, Albert's not into grave robbing, so he's not gonna search the body. But I think this is a way for the Overseer to clean out the vault's gene pool, I think, is what I read. He sends stupid people and useless people out into the vault to die. I mean, out into the wasteland to die. I think I read that in the Fallout Bible. Okay, yeah, this rat's in his way. I think he's gonna shoot it in the body. And he misses. Okay. And the rat doesn't even notice, I guess. Alright, he's gonna walk up to it again and press it right up to his head. Okay, hit for 8 hit points. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, they've been in the vault for 200 years. Nobody's ever left. So as far as Albert knows, the whole world is destroyed. There is no survivors. So I just thought I'd point that out, I guess. Alright, once again, pressing the gun up against the rat. And I think he's so excited that he can see the day. He's gonna run out here. I guess it burns his eyes a little bit since he's never been outside. He's gonna try to look at these bones. Looks like a horned kangaroo, although I don't know how Albert would know that. Okay, so also forgot to mention that the Overseer has marked Vault 15 on Albert's map. So I think that's where Albert's gonna go. I think Albert thinks this is his best bet right now to finding a water chip. So let's just go there. Now he's not an outdoorsman, he doesn't know terrain very well. So I think he's just gonna go straight out there. Not like my other Let's Plays when I chose like walking on the highways and stuff to go faster. And he sees a village in front of him. about a 2 days walk. Oh, but before he can get there, he sees he comes across a group of merchants. I think he's gonna take off holster his pistol, and let's go talk to this merchant. These are the first people he's seen in the wasteland. So talk to him. Well, hello, wanderer. My name's Duck. I think he's Asian, probably, if he has a name like that. Of Asian descent. And I'm headed into Shady Sands to do some trading. Perhaps I can interest some goods. Do you go to Shady Sands often? I think we're gonna talk about stuff later, but I think Albert right now is interested to see what these people out here would have, what they find valuable. So let's trade with him. Alright, more bullets and a fruit. And he's asking for $7. See, Albert doesn't really know what the currency in the wasteland is, so he's just assuming that this is, just gonna call them units for now, I guess. So 7 units. And he sees that this guy's offering bottle caps, so I guess this is how Albert knows that bottle caps are the currency of the wasteland. And medical supplies as well as bullets. More bullets, 223 bullets. So Albert, yeah, once again, doesn't really like the knife. I think he wants to, just kind of look at this fruit. Just curious about it. Also the bullets, probably. But that's too much. Maybe not. And I think he'll take 8 bottle caps. I mean, no, not 8. How many? Albert's bad at math, as you can see. Okay, 13 bottle caps. I guess he doesn't really know the value of a bottle cap. So, I guess he's assuming that 13 is not a lot. Or maybe it is, since a flare and a knife for just a fruit and bullets. So, he's not really sure. So let's talk about Shady Sands. Yes, Shady Sands is part of my normal trade route. You could travel there with us for safety if you would like. That sounds great. I think Albert is going to do that. It should only take 1 day or so. And okay. We arrived in Shady Sands. Okay, Albert sees a big adobe wall. Don't know how Albert would know what adobe is, but maybe educational films in his vault. So he's going to be confident. I think he's going to run in here, but first I think he wants to take a look at this fruit. Alright, no preservatives and no additional food coloring added. Oh, let's see, since he's from the vault, he says it's a strange piece of fruit because it doesn't have any preservatives. I think he's gonna eat it. Okay, nothing happens. Did he become irradiated? No, he didn't. So nothing happens. I think that's because he has full health. I think they do actually heal health over time. Or with that in his belly, I think he's gonna go talk to the guy with the gun. Because he might be assuming that the girl with the pretty smile is his spouse or something, and he doesn't want to talk to her first to make him jealous, since he has a rifle. So, good day, I'm Seth. How can I help you? Albert would like some information. I want to know about this place. He's kind of curious how they survived. I guess the overseer's propaganda saying that everything in the wasteland is destroyed and nobody can live out there. So I want to know how he wants to know how they survived. So tell me about this place. Shady Sands is a peaceful community. We have our own irrigation system, so we can grow our own food. If we were not plagued with raiders and rat scorpions, we would have no problems. Rat scorpions. It sounds interesting. I guess he wants to learn more about the effects of radiation. Well, he thinks it's radiation, but it's actually FEV. But we'll learn more about that later. I want to know more about the rat scorpions. These damn rat scorpions have been after our Brahmin since we moved here. Not a week goes by that somebody doesn't get poisoned trying to keep them out of our pens. Last week, they took my brother Jarvis. Raslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means to help